Hey guys, I'm in New York City today, and every time I'm in New York I like to find kind of a way to go see more parts of the city I don't normally go to, and usually that's like movie locations I haven't seen yet, but this time I'm going to do a little pizza slice tour to be more specific, of Manhattan. I'm a member of several Facebook groups, they're food groups about basically this being the epicenter, the city, the epicenter of the pizza slice, which kind of got big back in the post-war America, back in the 40s and 50s, and it's obviously still huge today. So there's a lot of lists of like the best ones. I'm gonna narrow the list down to 4 or 5, maybe even 6 if I could squeeze it in, and we're gonna see if we can find an amazing slice here in Manhattan. The first stop on my list is Scar's Pizzeria. Its claim to fame is that it is one of the only pizza places in New York that freshly mills their own flour for the crust, which is said to add a distinct fresh flavor to the pizza, and it's set up like an old 1970s pizza place. So we're gonna try that first. All right, here it is. We're gonna try it. It's got that crispy crust on the outside, real soft in the middle. Cheese blends well with the pepperoni. Pepperoni's a little bit stronger, but sauce is really tasty. But man, that crust is good. Next on my list is a place here, I guess close to Midtown. Anyway, it's called Joe's Pizza, and it's been around since the mid-70s, and it comes highly recommended. So we're gonna check it out. And here is a slice of Joe's. Looks like your standard fare, standard New York slice. The slice always comes on a paper plate, and it's always slightly bigger than the plate it's on. Joe's was quite excellent, most distinctly their sauce. Their sauce was really good. Like, it stood out over the pepperoni, which is rare. And their crust is excellent too. Very good slice. On to the next. My next one is in Upper Midtown, just below the Central Park, and it is called Sofia's Pizza Shop. This is a basic classic New York slice fare, and we're going to see how it holds up with the rest of it. Crust doesn't have that crunch I was hoping for. Cheese is good, but you can't really taste the sauce. So, it's hard to mess up pizza. The next one is going to be one of my first square slices, and that is here at my Pie Pizzeria Romana. It's just east of Central Park, and we're going to try it out. I'm up here, I guess almost north of Central Park, right at the top of Central Park. We are checking out a little uptown pizza joint called Little Luzzo's, and let's see what they got. I am now in East Harlem, and I'm heading up to a place called Patsy's Pizzeria. The reason Patsy's is so interesting to list is because most pizza-based ovens that sell by the slice are gas-powered. They were invented in the mid-1930s, and by the 40s and 50s they were all over and the industry standard from that point on. But before that, pizzas were done in coal-based ovens. And Patsy's, being one of the much older pizza places in New York, still sells coal-fired pizza. So they have coal-fired pizza ovens, and we're gonna go try and see if we can tell the difference. That was excellent. The cheese was almost like a crust on top of it, and then underneath was super wet, super creamy, and mixed with the sauce really great. And the crust was top notch, super crispy on the outside, but very thin, and then it went right to the soft stuff. It was excellent. I like coal-fired pizza oven pizza, apparently. I'm walking through East Harlem briskly. Everyone looks like they want to hurt me. Sorry. Well, that was a very fun day. It was a very long day. I have blisters that I have to go deal with now. Also, I'm very full. Ended up being able to hit 6 different pizza places, and I realized that 2 of them I didn't actually do a reaction video to. The first being Little Luzzo's, which was up around 96th Street. A lot of these dollar slice places all over New York. I'm not saying Little Luzzo's was just like those. It was definitely better than those. But they're New York style pizza for $1, and it'll get you by, but there's nothing that stands out about those slices. Little Luzzo's was definitely my least favorite of the day, just because not a whole lot stood out about it. Was my Pie Pizzeria Romana in I think north of 56th Street on Lexington Avenue. That was a square slice. It was a Sicilian type crust. So it was kind of caramelized. The crust was caramelized, but only slightly. It had that really great hard crunch right at the beginning of it, and then super soft inside. It wasn't super thick, but it was, half inch, a little bit more. That was phenomenal. They had these a little crust topper station where it had a couple different kinds of olive oil and crushed red pepper and oregano and several other seasons you could just sprinkle on your own slices. The taste, there was so many layers of flavor between the sauce, the cheese, and the crust. Highly enjoyable. I realized on the last bite that I hadn't taken even a picture of the slice, and it was fantastic. So out of all the pizza places I went to today, My Pie was definitely my favorite. So I would look them up next time you're in New York.